How una dey, my beautiful and amazing people? I salute you according to una time, depending on where una stand that they listen to us. I welcome you to this beautiful day with another bongalicious information. My people, now well done, my people, now welcome. Wonder shall never end. My people, the information where they reach us early Sunday morning is that Regina Daniel. In fact, I see this from one of our popular multinational bloggers, that is Tunde Ednot. It says, breaking news. Regina Daniel reportedly has filed for a divorce from her husband, Ned Nwoko. It means that this thing is taking another shape. The young lady, Regina Daniel, has filed for divorce. I pity that lady. I always say it so much because the lady is too young for this. 20 years, and you are talking about divorce in a marriage of, I think, about 4 or 5 years. You understand? So I don't know why people at this age, at a very tender age in life, will start making some funny mistakes that they will now regret all through their life. How can this age Regina Daniel be talking about filing for divorce? Well, it's also good for her because I always tell people, you live this life is not true. Do what will make you happy. Live your life in a way that you enjoy it. Yes, as long as what you're doing is not wrong, it's not sin, you're not offending anybody, you're not offending God, you are just pleasing yourself. You understand? Just do what makes you happy, especially if it can affect the life of others and also praise your Father in heaven. I support you to do that because Regina Daniel is too young to be talking about violence in marriage. 20 years. Her age mates are still in secondary school. Some of them have not even, say, some have graduated, but when I was young, during our days, 20 years, I was still in secondary school. I left secondary school at the age of 20. Yeah, but I know that some children these days, some kids are graduating at 20, but I left secondary school at the age of 20 or 21 self. Yeah, 21. I left secondary school at the age of 21. Before I moved into the university the next year. So this is just that. Somebody of that age, that others are still leaving secondary school because some of our mates in the east or some in the rural areas are still leaving secondary school at that age. And she's now talking about divorce in marriage after suffering in the hand of one old man. I don't want to be sarcastic because I respect Paned so much. I have so much respect for him. But if actually it is true that Paned rough handled Dina Daniel, beat her, even if it's an ordinary slap, it's very bad, very bad, very bad. I'm telling you the truth. It doesn't represent a senator, it doesn't represent a wealthy man, it doesn't represent a barrister, that's a learned man. No, it's very bad. You understand? So Regina Daniel revealed that she has nothing registered to her name since she got married to Ned Nwoko. You see where the thing is coming out from. I think in March, also when this issue come, that was the same thing because the story we had in March was that Regina Daniel went to UK and discovered that all the properties in UK are being managed by Ned Nwoko's first wife, Lily, allegedly, that they are all being managed allegedly by Ned Nwoko's. That was the information flying around the media at that time. And because of that, she couldn't even lay hands on anyone to even stay unless she takes permission from Lily, and she's a wife like Lily and everything. I was arguing at that time that no matter, even if you're a wife, even if you're the owner and somebody is managing a thing, you come to UK, you're supposed to take permission from the person. And they were trying to tell me that they are trying to tell me that it's not a matter of that kind of this thing. It is that Lily said no. I couldn't believe it. I know I don't delve into what I don't know because I like to analyze things when I get the fact. And because I don't have the facts and I don't have anything, even an information to work on. So I left it like that. But now it is coming up again. Then she said she could not lay hands on any property. Now it has coming up again. Yesterday, when I was inquiring about this, somebody told me that even the car that Ned Nwoko bought for her on her birthday or whatever, the car that Ned Nwoko bought for her was also bought in Ned's name. If that is the truth, I don't know. Okay, he says she has no car, house, or even a piece of land. Ned Nwoko had told her she has no right to owe anything and does not allow her buy anything, even with her own money. Everything Regina Daniel has acquired since her marriage to Ned Nwoko is registered to Ned's name. What? No, now. I am seeing something I've not seen before. Is it true? What? What? Let me take it again. Like I said, I'm getting this from Tunde North page on Facebook. He said she has no car, house, or even a piece of land. Nedmoko had told her she has no right to owe anything. That's not true. Ned, a learned man, why are you doing that? To owe anything, and does not allow her to buy anything, even with her own money. Everything Regina has acquired since her marriage to Nedmoko is registered to Net's name. Regina, that's why she married a small girl. You want to tell me this is how she's doing, how he's doing to Lila and Lily? Lily in London, in UK. Lily is not buying anything on her own. No, now it's just because he picked a small girl, and ha, that's the advantage of marrying a very small girl, a kid. Okay, let me move on. He said when Regina Daniels said she's tired of being controlled like a child, Ned Nwoko didn't take it lightly. He told her that she has now grown wings after he picked her up from the gutters and polished her. Wow. Wow, that's too harsh to tell a wife. That's too harsh. That's too harsh. For all I know, Ned didn't pick Regina Daniel from gutters. But Ned and the Regina Daniel mother deceived Regina Daniel, because there is nothing Ned was giving Regina Daniel that Regina Daniel wouldn't have acquired, going by the trend, the way she's growing up. Now that YouTube has come up and some other social media platform where people make a lot of money, Regina Daniel would have been a billionaire by now, make her own money, if she had been managed well by both her mom and whoever that is around. You see, that's why I believe what the father said. The father said he told them and they refused. He told them and they refused. That's why I blame Regina Daniel's mom. You understand? How can Nedwoko be telling Regina Daniel, you have grown wings now after I picked you up from the gutters and polished you? As in what? As in what? Yeah, Regina Daniel has a right to say she should not be controlled like a kid, because she is a wife, not a kid, not a maid, not a slave. Well, let me not still say much, Kasha, because I have not. This is what I'm reading from Tunde North page. I have not heard from this guy directly, so I don't know whether it is actually whether somebody authored this, or that's exactly how it came from Regina Daniel. Hmm. Okay, and he said, and when Regina pushed forward for Ned to let her own properties register to her name, registered to her own name. Nedmoko got angry, started channeling his inner Jackie Chan scale on her. Okay. I know that when issues happen like this, especially in a marriage, a lot of stories came on board, a lot of stories emanate. That was why a lot of us are blaming Yuledochie when he brought the story of his marriage to the social media. Because when you bring something to the social media, like I always explain how the social media works, if you bring your story to the social media, it's like bringing it to a supermarket for people to market. You give it to them at the price of 2 naira, they will go ahead and market it at the price of 10 naira. And some of them, when they are explaining, they are not there. They didn't ask your quality assurance department how the thing was produced. They didn't ask your production manager how the thing was produced. They will stand on their own in order to market that and tell you how it was produced. They add salt and pepper, add everything. That's what happens at social media. When you bring your story to the media space, people add pepper and salt and tell it the way they like. That is what I'm seeing here. But I don't know. I am not still refuting what is here, but I know that I don't know. Let me just leave it like that. I say, and when Regina Daniel pushed forward, this person is trying to tell us that this is the actual story, that the actual cause of this fight is that when Regina Daniel pushed forward to have something, Nedmoko started channeling his inner Jackie Chan scale on her. It got so violent and unbearable that she called it quit and fight for a divorce. If Regina Daniel leaves Ned Nwoko right now, she will leave with nothing, because Ned owns everything and she signed a prenup. Okay, she signed a prenup. Yeah, I know Ned is a legal practitioner. He must have protected himself very well and against this vulnerable lady. But I think the court also should have a way of saving the lady, understanding the fact that she's a kid or she was young when she married Ned, and Ned is more exposed than her. I believe that if we have a good legal system, there should have been a way also to save Regina Daniel, because the entire Africa need to come together and pray and fast for women that are in this kind of situation that Regina has found herself. So there are a lot and a lot and a lot issues
coming up in this thing. So what the issue is that if Regina Daniel actually want to own a property, Ned should not stop Regina from owning a property, because Regina is also a human being. And Ned should have even given Regina a gift. How can you buy a car for a woman that you call your wife and you buy it with your name? It's not her car. You're only giving her one of your cars to drive. It's not her car. If you want to buy a car for her name, do everything, both the papers and everything. And if you call yourself a rich man, what does it take to give your wife you love so much a mansion? But that's too bad. That's too bad. Well, we heard that Regina Daniel has reportedly filed a divorce following the leak of scandalous uh, tape, the leak of a scandalous this thing of Regina, of the beating, the viral video going around of the beating that Ned gave to her, which many of us have not believed that such a thing is true. How can Ned, of all people, beat Regina Daniel as we are seeing on the media space? Because why we are saying this thing is that if it is actually true that Ned Nwoko beat Regina Daniel like this, it is very bad. It is very bad. It's very bad. That's why the moral lesson we keep telling people is, I said it yesterday and I'm still saying it again. Don't marry for money, luxury. Don't marry for money or luxury, because money and luxury fades, but love, respect, and peace of mind last. A wealthy life means nothing to your heart. A wealthy life means nothing if your heart is empty. Build your own worth and choose a partner who values you, not just what you bring. A golden cage is still a cage. Yes, a diamond cage is still a cage. I agree with you. I agree with whoever that makes this. A diamond cage is still a cage. A golden cage is still a cage. I agree perfectly with you, because you cannot be suffering in marriage for long just because you are this thing. Okay, let me look at another thing. Say Regina Daniel. Okay, Regina Daniel and Ned Nwoko's divorce saga continues to unfold. According to a recent report, Regina Daniel has indeed filed divorce from billionaire husband Ned, citing emotional control, property dispute, and domestic violence as reasons for the split. Here is what latest allegation of domestic violence. Regina Daniel accused Ned Nwoko of domestic violence in viral videos, sparkling widespread discussion on abuse of high-profile relationship. Divorce proceeding. The couple has been spotted in court with Regina reportedly seeking to end the marriage and reclaim her freedom. Hey, they are not spotted in court, but Regina Daniel has moved ahead of, Regina Daniel herself, not had moved to court. Okay, it's possible she's spotted in court. I don't know. Yeah, because you can move to court and file any case any day. Okay, prudential agreements. They also suggest that Regina may walk away with nothing due to a prudential agreement, although specific remain unclear. Many fans have expressed support for Regina Daniel's decision, hailing it as a brave step towards self-empowerment. I am in 100%, in fact, Niger celebrities in 100% support of Regina Daniel leaving that marriage. Every day, every time, this chiba and also issue, it has become so much. Regina Daniel's decision to end her marriage has captivated fans and followers, highlighting the complexities of polygamous marriage and personal struggles behind the glamour. The divorce proceedings are reportedly ongoing. Yeah, it's something. I know that Nate can even pay and end it and can even sort out. But what I'm telling you, that even if Regina Daniel doesn't achieve this divorce now, I think the whole thing will change for her to have approved the court. There are something, this prenuptial agreement, the Nigerian can still walk up to court and have a post-nuptial agreement. I know people, yes, lawyers in the house can correct us. Regina Daniel can still have what we call a post-nuptial agreement. There is a pre. There should also be a post, because what you agreed before coming in, you have seen that it's not favorable. You're a human being. You are not in a cage. You are not in a prison. So you have seen it. Post-nuptial agreement can also take place by going to the court, drag him to the court, and he signs. If we must continue to live together, this is the way it should be. I should own a property. I should have my own. I make money, and whatever I make, I can buy things in my own name, and I can establish my own self
themselves and everything. So all those postnuptial agreements can also, it's not a do or die affair. Marriage is not a do or die affair. So I believe Regina Daniel can own up and stand up and say, no, this is what I want. And secondly, Regina Daniel should consult a lawyer. She should have a lawyer that speaks for her. Ned is a lawyer. I don't know how they are seeing this whole thing. This is a legal marriage they have, for Christ's sake. So Regina Daniel should also have a lawyer that speaks for her, that handles most of these cases when they come up. Because I see that it's possible Regina may not be able to handle some of these things. So my people, that's just the way I'm seeing it. They say Regina Daniel has approached the court. She's spotted in the court, filing a case against Nwoko concerning all the Jackie Chan. You are seeing on this video how the media space has already described Nwoko as a Jackie Chan man, but this is very bad. This is absolutely very bad. My people, no be smart, like and share this video and God will bless you. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please try to do so. All our returning subscribers will say, well done, my people, welcome. Make you have a nice day. Bye.